Wow, it's a bat cave and it is too bright in here. I don't know how. Oh, what's that? Yeah, it's just my favorite winter jacket. I always wear the Captain America jacket, you know, whenever I go out. I like to go out on the town looking good. Ladies could say I'm kind of, you know, strapping. Got it from a guy in China. It didn't come like this. I had to make several adjustments. Let's go over them. So top to bottom, first thing, this was not attached and it would slide all over the place. And now it stays put. That's because I sewed in some snaps here and under this thing, so it's double snapped on each side so that it stays in place. That works really well. So you can actually see that I replaced some buckles. So these buckles up here, as well as these buckles, have been replaced, not only to look a little heftier, but to fit the bigger webbing that I got for this thing. Speaking of webbing, check it out. It's seatbelt webbing. That's serious, right? Look at that. Look at that. It doesn't mess around. That's the real stuff. It came with just fabric, gray fabric. It didn't look good. Replaced all of it. See that shoulder star? That was a pleather with like a pleather star. Didn't work. That's a piece of foam with a hobby star painted white. So here's the belt. It's a UD Replicas special. All I did was buy it. The other thing I did, of course, is add this holster. So bought this off Amazon and then made this hang down piece and this out of leather belts and a piece of scrap leather on the front. And it actually turned out really well. And you can see it around the back there. The only thing I don't like is this mess right there. I'm actually not sure what UD Replicas is doing with that. It seems like it would be a lot cleaner with just a nice parachute buckle. But we'll make some changes to that later. Speaking of leathers, there's more leather, right? That had to be replaced. But do you want to see the original first? Here's a glove. Looks okay, right? Well, yeah, except it's completely flat. It's a flat, really pleathery glove. It doesn't have the curvature that a normal glove would have for a hand. It's flat and very, very, very shiny. Best of all, the helmet. Let's take a look. Looks good, right? No. So the first piece of leather I actually got for the Captain America suit was the helmet. This helmet is a real helmet, and it's already got that leather piece sewn in or attached to it with the stitching and the nice chin strap. I did have to adjust it a little bit with some super glue, which is the best way to alter leather, as we all know. So this other thing is a superhero DIY job. It's the glove. Check it out. It's got the separated sections. It's got a nice leather strap on the front, a parachute buckle on the back, and the big cuff at the top. It is two pieces though. The reason for that is I wanted a really nicely made glove. Got this one on Amazon, and this serves as kind of a glove gaiter, as you will. Really nice protection and looks great, and is actual leather. So the other custom leather piece I made is this strap. It's just a belt, really, attached with a couple of old school buckles, and did a little riveting. And then I've got a ammo pouch here, which is actually a phone case. Slide it right in there and keep it with you. The other piece of leather is these straps under my arms, right? They were pleather with some Velcro, added some belting, some riveting, and they look pretty secure. I like them quite a bit. So the last piece of leather is the boots. These were kind of a lot of work. So this is the World War II reproduction rough out double buckle boot. Really nice. It's very authentic, but it's not a jump boot. In the First Avenger, Captain America actually had a Corcoran jump boot with that double buckle on the top. I'm not sure I wanted to spend the money for the Corcorans and adding the double buckle. Something I might look into in the future. For now, this boot looks pretty good. Needs to be roughed up and broken in a little bit, but it does do the trick. So let's look at the pants. So I'm not wearing the pants. Well, I'm wearing pants, just not the pants, right? These are the pants they came with. I actually had some extra stitching and detail done to give them a little more dimension, but they didn't actually require that much work. What I did do is remove the red straps from the jacket, which were just ribbon, and replace them with real 2-inch nylon webbing. And I attached the webbing to the pants. Why? I wanted to be able to attach the webbing to the straps and have those straps hold up the shield on my back. So sewing them to the pants gives them that kind of full body thing, and it just holds everything together a lot better than it being attached to just the jacket. The other thing I found with the pants was that these snaps needed to be here, and they needed to be on the jacket, around the sides and around the back to hold it down when it's tucked in. If you look at the Hot Toys Captain America figure, the jacket's tucked into the pants, and every time I did that and did my calisthenics, it would come untucked and bunch up and look silly. So having snaps on both sides actually solved that problem pretty nicely. Now I'm not Captain Rogers size. Maybe pre-Vita Ray's Captain Rogers size, not Super Soldier Captain Rogers size. So my ankles are a little skinny, and they didn't look great in the boots with the pants tucked into them because they're just too small. So what did I do? I added some foam to the inside of the pant leg. So right around the ankle, a little bit of foam adds 2 or 3 inches to the diameter of my ankle and makes that boot go on there and actually kind of lead into the rest of the suit. The suit's pretty bulky. It really makes it flow a lot better. Small detail, but pretty important, especially when you're spending all this time working on a suit like this. It's important. So what other things did I do? I put a matte coat of spray on that star. Didn't want it to be so shiny. I have 3D printed buckle for the red chest strap and a 3D printed buckle for the lower belt strap on the way. I'm going to puff up the chest, not through weights, but through a piece of foam up in the chest area. This is so bulky as well as the shoulders, and this stomach area kind of bulges out. It's not because of my belly. So I want it to kind of push it out and make it look all, a little better. And the last thing I have to do is really trash the suit. Just trash it. I mean, it's really got to be roughed up. It's got to look like it's been through, 3 or 4 battles at least. Not sure how I'm going to do it yet. Rolling around in the dirt, going to Iraq. I don't know. But that's it for my Captain America First Avenger suit so far. Keep watching to see more.